Welcome back to Have a Good Time. I certainly hope you're having a good time. This is your host, John Davey. So, I'm starting this new system whereby I speak into a microphone for at least 10 minutes every day. And this is the first day of that, basically. And we'll see how long I can keep that up. These 10-minute clips might or might not make it into a podcast. But I just wanted to convey some of this to you guys that I have been working a little bit in the past couple of weeks on developing this little studio, basically, and which is in the building that I live in. And so I'm renting a room. I've populated it so far with, my guitar and amp and a light fixture. A couple of lights, actually. A stool. Some filing stuff. And I'm storing some of my other things in here, but I got it for the express purpose of doing these podcasts and doing other sorts of work. And having kind of my own space in order to do that stuff. Sorry about my voice. You may be able to hear I'm a little under the weather, but I'm pushing through nonetheless. So I've gotten this studio space, and I guess just for the purpose of fulfilling my attempt at doing this system, I'll tell you a little bit like what my plans are for this room. So, sorry about that little blip there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going to go on in this room. I'm about to order some sound absorption pads to put on the wall. You may be able to hear this little bit of echo in here because it's pretty much mainly an empty box right now with hard walls, but walls are painted yellow on the upper half, and then there's like this wood paneling. I don't know what you would call it. And there's a particular term for it, but there's this kind of wood paneling on the lower half of the walls, and that creates this echoey effect. And the ceilings are, also flat. And sitting right in front of me, there's sort of a built-in desk area, which protrudes from the wall. I think is like built into the wall, and it's high enough that it can be sort of a standing desk if I want it to be. And I'm currently sitting on the stool that I got from the Ishpeming Antique Mall the other day. So it's a really good looking stool. It's kind of bright yellow, but or gold, I guess maybe. It's painted, and it's in great condition, probably from the 70s. I think I already said that. But at my new second part-time job, which is cleaning commercial spaces after regular business hours every day. I found these black sort of wire folder holders that are I'm going to be using just, I guess, for just storing papers and files and stuff like that I have. And let's see. I guess I should say I recently I got a planner. I bought a planner last night to sort of help me organize my my belongings, or my schedule also, rather. And that's been sort of eventful. Yeah, so I got this second job, and also last night I just learned. Well, let me see. I'm gonna describe this second job to you a little bit in more detail. It's for this cleaning service called CAP Cleaning Service, and they are a locally owned business. It's this lady Claudine, and she has kind of her little coven of of cleaning girls running around from building to building. I think there's maybe one other guy, but it's interesting. It's definitely more of a female dominated field. I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe it's just like organizational abilities or something. And I don't know. It's interesting being in that role. Like for instance, the other night, I was at one of the places that I clean a couple of times a week, and there were some guys in there doing construction, and it was just a sort of funny dichotomy, or maybe dichotomy is not the right word, but I was sort of like doing the bitch work, so to speak, and these guys were, just like hauling stuff around, cutting into the walls and chopping things up and, attaching this to that, and I was just sort of like mopping the floor and cleaning the toilets and stuff. So it's kind of interesting that just sort of being in sort of I don't know, not a gender specific role, but a traditionally gender different role in terms of just like cleaning and stuff. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know, but it's kind of interesting being in there. But let's see. So there is something though I should add to that despite the potential I guess like potential embarrassment that could come from being in that situation as a dude, there's sort of this like machismo, like you don't want to do a woman's work kind of idea floating around out there, and it's you can sort of see it between guys, I guess, but it was interesting noting that if you have sort of like a firm internal foundation that people don't really mess with you, like the guys who were in there. I wasn't being threatening or anything, but I was just looking them in the eye, and most of them would kind of avert their gaze, which is an interesting phenomenon. I think men and women respond to a strong gaze in different ways. For women, it seems like it's almost like and maybe an unconscious test to see if you'll look away first, in which case you're kind of like maybe not perceived to be the dominant type that at least evolutionarily women are like maybe a little more drawn to. Then with a guy, though, like with another guy, it's almost like an invitation to a fight, or the pretext to a competition or something. So if the guy doesn't want to engage in the competition, or if he does, then that will sort of like escalate into other sort of shows of dominance or strength. But it's funny because, guys are not competing with each other. I was talking with my sister the other night about this. Guys don't compete with each other in order to gain, in order to beat each other necessarily. They were wired to sort of compete with each other to, like, in acquiring resources and all this stuff, and shows of like physical feats of strength. In order to get more women. It's a reproductive strategy, basically. So I think that's about sums up the 10 minutes. There may have been a little blip in there from when this phone in this room rang, but okay, that's it for me for today. I hope you're having a good time. Shoot me some comments in the comment section, and maybe if you have a specific idea about something you'd like me to talk about or weigh in on in one of these podcasts, let me know. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.